It's Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack, and we are live tonight with special guest Jessie and Reilly. But before we bring her into the live stream, we want to thank a couple of people that have already participated in the Christmas celebration event. I want to say a special shout out to Fabiola Fabs. Fabiola Romano from Saturday night had a wonderful Mexican Christmas cookie tutorial that she did for us. If you didn't catch it yesterday afternoon, I did the full-length tutorial on how to make your Christmas tree cookie scribe. Cookie scribe Christmas tree, that's what we did last night. And Jen Mosier moderated for us, so thank you for that. Tonight, first up at 5:30 is Jessie and Reilly, and we are going to be learning something that is so awesome. It mesmerizes me every time I see it done. I really am just so looking forward to you guys seeing this. If you're watching now, please say hello over in the comments. If you're watching the replay, still check in and say hello. Maybe there's a reason. You know I like to give things away. Also, 7 p.m. tonight, Jean Chappelle will be with us, and she's doing some really cute Christmas cupcake toppers. Boy, did I do all the tongue twisters tonight or what? All right, and then at noon tomorrow, high noon Eastern Standard Time, all of these events. Timbo Sullivan from Cakes by Timbo will be with us, and he's doing a mini class online for you guys. And then tomorrow night at 7, we're going to do a high resolution embossing cookie with Becky Norton. We're looking forward to everyone that is joining and so thankful for all of you guys. Let's go ahead and bring Miss Jessie and Reilly on since we are on a tight time schedule today. I want her to have as much time as possible because what she's about to show you is literally mind-blowing. Hey, Jessie Ann, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Everything going well?
So far, so good.
All right. Well, listen, we are so happy that you are back with us to do this. I know you're going to break the demo out into multiple parts so that you can focus on the one main thing you really wanted to show tonight. So we'll work out when you'll come back for the other pieces later. And you know you're welcome anytime. So if you're ever just hanging out, maybe it snows in Florida, I don't know, and you just want to come hang with us, you call me and we'll get you online, okay?
Well, I think we're pretty close to, it's pretty cold down here for Florida.
We had snow this morning. We had a half inch of snow, and we were not expecting it at all. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I got up, looked out the window, and I thought, wow, it's really bright out there. Did I leave the outside lights on? So I went over to check the lights, and it wasn't the lights. It was that it had snowed. It was a beautiful little white blanket of snow, but not sticking to the road yet. So that was perfect, perfect. I did want to ask you something. We talked last time about how that you do cakes, cupcakes, cookies, sugar, you do all of it, right? But I don't think I asked you how long you've been involved in the industry. Like what did you initially start with, and what was the first thing you started doing?
I initially started as I was in cuisine, and my sister was a Wilton instructor.
Okay.
She taught me my first rows. And
cool.
she worked together with me, and that would be probably 35 years ago plus. I started in the industry.
Wow.
He was the baker and I was the boss.
Wow. So in that amount of time, how long have you and your husband been married? Has he been along for the entire journey? How long?
34 years.
You're just a smidge ahead of me. You got a few years on me. But
yes, we're a blended family.
He's been involved this entire time, right?
Yes. He's a tech guy, but he also comes on live. He did a lot.
Is he going to say hi to us?
Yes, he's right.
Is he ready? He's ready to say hi?
He's right here.
The things we make our husbands do.
I got to tell you something. It's nice to be called the tech guy for a change, because when we used to live up in Kentucky, everybody saw me and said, "Oh, there's the cake lady's husband." So now I've been promoted to tech guy.
I know, it's really an improvement too, right? My husband used to be the cupcake lady's husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
what
right.
they
I
said
like
all
your,
the
I like your
time.
hat, by the way.
You like this new
I do.
poinsettia one?
If I had a
I'm
little more, if I had a little more hair, I'd put one onto it. I'd have to stick it on with a little bit of glue or something.
We
I
could
think.
probably make that work with some Velcro strips.
I just kind of had
Yeah,
it.
Velcro. Yeah, if I could tuck them behind the ears.
Oh, a Santa hat or a snowman top
Okay.
hat.
Now I'm
I'll
going
be
to take a little break here for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll look for that for you. Maybe a snowman top hat or a Santa hat that we can stuff.
Well, yeah, that might work.
That would be good, right? You could pretend to be Frosty down there in Florida.
It's frosty down here today.
Yeah, I heard. We had a little snow.
Wow. Yeah.
Little
We
bit.
got into the 60s down here today, and that's cold for Floridians.
That is very chilly.
See,
I'll
everybody
see you
enjoy
later.
the
Thanks
evening.
for coming to say hi.
Okay.
So you've been in the industry 35 plus years. He's been on this journey with you for 34 years. And I recall that last time we discussed that you are not initially from the United States. You are from?
I'm born in Canada.
Yes, I love how you guys say it.
A little town. I was born in Ottawa, and we lived on a 350-acre farm in Smithfield, Ontario, Canada. My dad was a U.S. citizen he lived in New York.
Wow.
He never took out his citizenship in Canada, so poof, two.
That's perfect.
Yes.
I love it. Well, is there any milestone numbers on your social media things that you are close to that we need to watch tonight, or should we just tell everyone to go follow you?
Just follow me. I'm
okay.
on.
And where would they follow you?
You can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know how many followers I have. I know that you ask that every night. Find me on Facebook and under Take the Cake Decor. I have a
Take the Cake Decor. I'm going to go look right now while you jump in and get started. Is that okay?
That'd be great.
And then I'll moderate comments for you. I just want to find you really quickly before I switch the cameras. Take the Cake Decor. Is that the name of it?
Yes.
Is it all one word?
No, it's just my business page.
I'm trying to find you.
It's under Facebook though too, so that helps.
Okay, but on Instagram, it's Take T-A-K-E.
I don't know what it is on Instagram. I'm sorry, I don't have a number. It's just that people follow me on Instagram, and it was just an app on my phone, and somebody asked me in at one point in time, and there
I got you. You know what? It's Reilly.Jessie, Reilly .Jessie, Jessie.
Yes.
Yeah, and I am following you there, but you need some more followers over there, and then you need to follow her on Instagram, guys. So let's show her some love, and I appreciate you coming on early. The plan was to not have any tutorials on Sunday, but when my scribes arrived late, I missed my time slot last week, so I took Sunday. Jessie Ann jumped in to do Monday, and so we have 2 tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy what she's about to show you as much as I do. I love it, and it takes some time to master it. I'm not even saying I'm mastering it yet, but I am playing with it. But it takes some time. Don't give up. It's absolutely beautiful. So, Jessie Ann, I'm going to turn this over to you, put you on the big screen, and you take it away.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We have tonight, I'm going to be working with Semi Cakes Isomalt, and she's graciously going to give one of these packages away in clear.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and also when you order from Semi Cakes, you can also give my code and you get 10% off. And my code is J.A. Reilly, Reilly, all in capital letters. And the only thing
J.A. Reilly, Reilly.
Yes. And they just have to you just put that in with your order.
Okay.
And it gives you 10% off, other than the ones that are already discounted, which are classes and I think kits, like kits of things, you know?
Okay, perfect. This so I'm going to put it in here. J.A. Reilly for 10% off products
Yes.
at Simi Cakes, right?
Yes, .com.
simicakes.com. Did I do that right? Yeah. Oh, well, hold on one sec. Excludes
Excluding,
classes and kits.
yes. They've already
Okay,
been discounted already.
Yeah, they're better than that rate. Excludes classes and kits. Okay.
And then
I've
we
got
have
that one in for you.
a gift that is being donated by our friends at More Than Cake, Jacqueline Curtis. At the end, I think we have a question. And then also any orders that go in, you can also go under Jessie Ann when you place your order, and you get a 10% off.
At More Than Cake.
Yes.
JESSIEANNE.
ANNE.
Hmm?
JESSIE,
Mm-hmm.
capital ANNE.
Separate or together?
I think it's together, as far as I know. It's
Okay.
all together in one. Looks
For 10% off at More Than Cake.
Yes.
Got it. You got it. They're both entered, so you go right ahead.
Okay. Now tonight, what I'd like to show you, domes on cookies. I was going to create some of the little people and things, but we're going to save that for another time that we come on live, if that's okay with you.
That
So
sounds awesome.
The dome is going to be pour over a balloon. And what I'm going to do is over the balloon first, I'm going to put some saran wrap.
Okay. And Jackie just popped on. Hey, Jackie. She
Hi,
popped
Jackie.
on, and it's morethancake.store/discount/Jessie Ann. So she's got you covered tonight. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. We're glad you're here, and thank you for sponsoring her night.
Yes, thank you very much. I have to leave you for 1 minute, just going over to the microwave to warm up some sugar for this, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I'll read some comments while you're over there. Okay. So Facebook user says, hello, everyone. Saber says, yay. Finally able to attend tonight. Debbie says, hello, cookie friends. Darlene Wright says, hello, decorating and watching. So you've got double duty tonight. Holly from Texas says, hey, y'all. Christina says, hi, guys. I'll have to catch the replay. Karen says, hello, everyone. Fabiola says, oh, thanks, friend. Hello, all. Facebook user, hi, ladies. Myra says, hello, everyone. Jackie says, hi, ladies. Nadine says, hi, everyone from Canada. I hope I said it right tonight. They love your reindeer. Yes. Fabiola also has dual citizenship. Morning all from Oz. That's Facebook user. Not sure who that is. Then we have a hi, everyone from Chicagoland. And Joyce Miller says, hi, all. And we are caught up for the moment.
All right, then. So what I've done is I'm going to put this down for you so you can see it. It's a balloon on a little glass, and the balloon is filled with water. And when you fill it with water, you want to make sure that there's no air pocket up here. And then you tie the balloon off. And I also have covered it with saran over top of it. Now, you're going to ask, well, and why am I doing that? This is a little glass, just big enough to hold the balloon.
Okay.
And
anything special about that balloon?
No, it's just a water balloon. You just buy them at $1.55 store.
Okay. Hey, Laura. Laura's Chicagoland.
Yes. So what I'm going to do, the reason I'm laying the saran wrap or the plastic wrap over top of this is that the latex breathes. So this is just me being a scientist. You can still just pour it straight over it. I'm going to go around and trim the plastic wrap somewhat.
You know, I've seen this done over balloons and seen it done with rings over saran wrap lots of times, but I've never seen it with the balloon full of water. Is that to help it cool quicker?
It does, and you can't really do it over a balloon without the water. It gives it stabilization, and I make them upside down and inside out, lots of times in color, but I want this to be clear. Now,
Okay.
you notice that the plastic wrap has got lines in it and, you know, divots and all that kind of stuff. But what I like about that is that you'll notice that when we put our isomalt into a silicone mold or on a silicone mat like I have here, it breathes. And so usually what we do is we turn it over, give it a little brushing with the torch to take all those marks off it. Well, with this, I can't go inside the cylinder or the dome and do that without melting the whole thing.
Okay.
So my brain works as, let's not have all of that breathing going on. So then also, to tighten it up a little bit, I have a hair blower here, and I'm going to make a little bit of noise, and it just take me a couple of blow around here just to warm it up, and it sticks nice and tight to it.
Oh yes, just like shrink wrap.
See how it goes?
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take some hot ice malt. And the reason we're doing this first is because it takes 20 to 30 minutes with a fan to cool off after it's on. Now, the water, I use cold water inside of the balloon. So just in case I didn't mention that, it's a necessity to use cold water.
And did you say a moment ago why you did the saran wrap over the balloon instead of pouring directly on the balloon?
Well, because the balloon breathes just like it does with silicone.
Oh, gotcha.
So then you can often end up with a dome like this.
Okay.
And even though you spray it with your glaze, you can still get a yellow hue onto it. And you see the breathing points in here?
Yes. Yeah, you definitely can. Your camera's doing a great job.
So I wanted to get rid of them. And this is one, it's a little old, but you see how clear it went. I did spray this too, but I just lightly sprayed it. So this one was also done with the...
I think Nadine is asking if you can use press and seal versus saran wrap.
I never use press and seal either in any case with this. But she could try it. The thing about that, and it's the same with when I do the straight domes.
Right.
I only use the plastic wrap, nothing that has any sticky on it.
Right. I was thinking
why after I pour this sugar, because you want to be able to take this off and out of the center of your dome.
Okay.
And I think the press and seal would hold it there so long you wouldn't be able to get it off. I'm just getting some hot sugar.
Learning so much already. Thank you for this.
So I have a few bubbles on this. This is Isomalt by Semi-Cake. I'm going to pull the camera up just a little bit, okay? So you can see
yeah, we can still see great. Yes, looks beautiful.
Nice and clear, and the bubbles have... So all I'm going to do is go like this.
Has a balloon ever burst on you because the isomalt's been too hot?
No.
Oh, cool.
It has not in anyone that I've done. Now,
let's not do it tonight.
So we're going to take this hot ice malt, and I like to set it onto a mat beside me.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn a little fan on over here. And I'm going to move this so it'll cool off. And you notice it's come down over the sides. It's got some nice legs. And I like to have that.
Okay.
Now, the other one that I have for you is done with gelatin and cold water.
Oh, fun.
It is fun. It is fun. This, it's 2 packages.
It's Joanne that's here. She said, morning all from Oz. It's Joanne.
Oh, yes. Hi, Joanne.
That's who's here.
Okay, so the formula is 2 full packages of this into a pot, and I'll show you the pot, with
Okay.
1 cup of cold water. And you
Okay.
stir it in and you let it bloom. Blooming means wait 5, 6, 7 minutes until it all penetrates with water. Okay? And then I just have to remove some of the scum off of this. It's already heated up. It's a little yellow right now because I've been having it onto the burner for a little while waiting for this.
Okay.
And I have a balloon that I've blown up. Just the same water balloon or cheap balloons, $1.25 store.
$1.25, right?
$1.25. My brothers are teasing me about that because he loves that store and it's not a dollar store anymore.
I know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now, if you want balls like the balls that you make out of balloons, you usually use 4 of these packs with 2 cups of water.
Okay.
And after it blooms, you just put it on the stove on low heat and melt it. Now, be cautious of the stirring because of the bubbles that you can put in there.
Okay.
And then also, after it does melt down, you're going to find a foam. You just take a spoon and remove the foam as much as you possibly can. And then do your dipping. And you can color this. I wanted it clear so you could see it. I have some pre-made, but I'm going to show you. I just take it, put it in there, roll it around, and you can turn it sideways if it isn't deep enough. And you can notice, can you see the steam coming off of that?
You can.
And our little friend has not busted.
Okay.
Isn't
Is
that
this how people make the little clusters of balls for cakes?
Yes, exactly this technique.
Okay.
And
And does gelatin work better to make those versus isomalt
Well,
because of the moisture?
what it gives you is it's lighter on your cake.
Oh, okay.
You know? So, okay, that's 1 dip.
Okay.
And usually for this, I double dip.
Okay.
For the balls, it's usually 4 dips.
Okay.
So I just let that drip off. And I'm going to take you over here to the cupboard.
Nice.
You'll see them hanging over there.
Okay.
So I will take this and let it drip onto this plastic. I got a little bit of tape here.
Okay.
At the cupboard. And I'm just going to tape that to the cupboard and shut the cupboard for security.
Perfect.
Move this back over here.
All right. How ingenious. I just love that little trick.
Now, that wasn't my trick. I got that from somebody else. So I can't get the honor roll on that one.
Well, thank you for sharing it.
You're welcome. So now I'm going to get one of those that I have pre-made for you. And it could be a little wonky when you do this, and it can be a little scary. Here's some that have been pre-done for like, what, over a month that I told you? 6 weeks, 8
Right.
weeks. So what I'm going to do is get one of these that I've got attached over here. And it says that you need to let them sit for at least 12 hours to dry. I did these this morning and I just popped the balloon.
Wow.
So you need a pair of scissors.
Okay. This is so interesting.
If it works.
Well, even if it doesn't work on this live stream, we know it works, right?
Yes, it does work.
Look at that. Do you have to seal the gelatin ones with the glaze spray as well?
No,
Okay.
it just comes, eventually it'll pop right out of here, just like
Okay.
if you're using your acetate when you're making, just give me a minute here. For some
Sure,
reason,
take your time.
Miss Balloon doesn't want to separate from its baby.
This is so interesting to watch it done two different ways like this. And I think on another demo, you did it for us over saran wrap with the metal ring, didn't you?
Yes, I
I
did.
feel like that was this sometime this year, although 2023 is all running together. So I don't know.
It is. It is.
Oh, I just love this. I can think of so many cute things that you could do.
Well, I'm going to get the other little pink one and see if,
Okay.
if it's going to behave itself. And you have to remember, I just did these this morning.
Okay. And Joanne said she's got to go catch the replay. Looks good so far.
Okay.
We'll see you in another demo.
So it just, give it a little pinch.
Okay.
You might know this is not working for me.
That's because the Florida weather went cold on you.
No, it was so damp and we had a big rain last night.
Oh.
And it is damp in here, but it does come apart, people. So
Someone is cooking dinner while they're watching us tonight. And they say it's chilly out today. It was chilly this morning.
It's only 61 degrees here. High of 61. It was supposed to be in the 70s.
Wow.
Well, girls, guys, this is the first for me.
Hey, that is a good question. Do we have any men watching this evening? You can see that it's sucking it in. It just doesn't want to let go.
Yeah, it does let go though. It's could be because I have the gloves on tonight, but I've done this so many times. It's just I gotta find a naked spot and just pull.
Okay. Debbie said she is decorating her last order for Christmas and making dinner. Well, we're glad you tuned in tonight, Debbie, and we love your little Grinch lady icon. It's so cute.
Well, either way, I do have some pre-made and it does work. Now, the other thing that I can possibly say why it isn't working is, or not working well, is because my balloons are old.
Oh, okay.
And that can create not letting go, or I should have done maybe more. You notice how strong this part is
Yes.
to this part? I just have to get down in there most times. And here's a little spot here that might work. It's kind of like when you're trying to pull off the cello sheet and you just don't know where you just first cut it, and then all of a sudden it lets go. So I'm going to let that be. Sorry about that, people.
No, that's okay. And we can do it another night too.
Yes, but we do have them here and they do work, and they look like they're very fragile, but they're really not. And you'll notice that this part was very, it did come up over the balloon, and
Wow.
It's very delicate, but it doesn't fade. You know, it looks like Christmas all the way through on the inside.
Wow.
How are we there for time?
We are at 6:05, so we're good. As long as we wrap up at 6:50, so you have time to do your giveaways.
Okay.
That way we'll stay on track for Miss Jean tonight. We have a comment here. Working on my decorated apples and about to leave to watch her daughter's game. That is Fabiola right there. She makes gorgeous apples. Rita says, I've done the bubbles like this and find doing more layers of Jell-O makes it stronger. I think so too, because what she was showing at the bottom on those balloons, it was looks to be a little bit stronger than the.
Yeah, so usually I do for the dome, it's usually 2, but then, you know, I did them this morning and they are supposed to be 12 hours. And
Well,
usually it just,
Victoria says it happens, you know, it's alive. So it's our thing for tonight, right?
so we're gonna let go of that.
That's right.
And I'm going to show you some of these that are already made out of semi-isomalt.
Oh,
And this
beautiful.
is our royal mix. And
okay, I can't take it anymore. On your left hand, that little like squiggly thing on the counter there, what is that?
it's a silicone pot.
Oh, a trivet. I thought maybe you were using it for something tonight. I was like, how is she working that in?
But I do use them. Okay, so you want to know how I would use that. So I would have it on silicone mat. And then if you look down through here, I can pour isomalt all the way in through there.
Okay.
And also these are like little cloud little shapes. You can pour into there and they pop out and you have all these little shapes.
Oh, that's cool.
And then when I pull this up, it'd be very gentle and it can be in a color.
Okay.
And then I can use it on a showpiece. So I look for all these kind of things.
Okay. Well, listen, you already helped Sabra. Sabra said it's good to know that even the experts have a hard time sometimes.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And Chris Thomason says, I'm actually glad to see it can be a struggle. So if I ever do try it, I won't feel like I failed if it doesn't work the first time. That's how I feel too.
Right.
I like it. I like it when people are doing demos and they actually show you what really happens for 2 reasons. First of all, you know that it happens to the best of them, right? And the second reason is most of the time they're willing to share with you how to correct it and what to do if it happens, which is often just as important as getting a successful one.
Yes, it's very important to know that it does happen. But whoever mentioned the more coats, it is very, very important. The reason that I didn't do 4 coats was I wanted it clear. And you know, gelatin yellows, similar to I wanted to show you this dome here. It was sprayed with PME, and you have to be careful with PME spray when you're sealing things because it has a yellow tone to it. The reason now, I don't know whether they get this from, but when I was trained out in Sedona, Arizona with Chef Andre Renard, because I was from Canada, he said, now there's a sap that we use for sealing sugar. And this is years ago, okay, so it's a long time ago. And it's from a tree and we use it for sealing our sugar. If you're ever back up in Canada, Jessie Ann, would you please get me some of that? So with the yellowing, where I'm going with that, when you're using PME on your spray, it is an edible product. And that's why it sticks so badly if you don't line the counters. And with it, because it has a yellowing to it. And also my suggestion for this is always clean the end here or else you get a straight stream rather than a spray.
Okay.
All right. So I wanted you to see this. It is sealed and it is great. It's just that it's a little on the yellow side.
Okay. And we have another comment. Whoopi Cindy said, hi, everyone. She said, I'm so intrigued, so willing to lose sleep to watch this. She works for UPS, and this is their busy time of year.
Yes.
And she says, Jessie Ann, I love all you do.
Oh, thank you very much. So we're going to go over here And Dave is cooling. Dave is the tech that is cooling the other dome right now.
Tech guy is on dome duty.
He's on dome duty.
Aren't our husbands great?
This is something I made for you. I did not decorate it totally. I just put a little scribe on there tonight. I wanted to show you how it was made. And
So
it's got a little music box inside of it.
Oh, I love it.
And each cookie was cut, and then the centers are the pieces that I used for the other cookies. So I didn't decorate here because I wanted everybody to see the layout. And you can let the royal icing just pour out if you'd like to, and just leave it naked.
Wow.
I did a little script on the top of it tonight because I got looking at it and I thought, oh my goodness, they're going to want to see something on there. So I'm going to take this little guy here. I'm going to turn this on.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that is just beautiful.
Can you hear it?
Yes, we can hear it well. That's wonderful. What a great idea.
Now I have.
So is a mechanical thing like that something they would allow in a competition?
Yes. Depends on what the judge says.
Okay. Well, Chris Thomason says that is precious. It absolutely. Oh, look at that one. Oh my goodness.
What I did here was we want to know where and what to use them for. And so I just, somebody gave me this wonderful thing. It's just one of the Teflon plates that go onto it. And what I would do is I would decorate around here. But these are your cookies. And then your music box with a little bit of royal icing I'm going to put on.
Okay. Well, that's gorgeous. Are those snowflakes cookies?
Yes, they are, yes.
Beautiful.
The big thing on cakes are cookies now. And, it's I wouldn't say that I haven't done cookies. I've done cookies for years, but old style,
Mm-hmm.
dipping and all that kind of thing. So this does not have a cookie on the bottom, but if you wanted to, you put a secondary one on it. It fits the plate.
Okay.
A little more. I'm not going to glue that down because we want to be able to use that again.
I love the magic of video and how you just happen to have all of this ready.
Yes.
Wow, guys, can you just see what you could do non-Christmas theme for little kids with this?
Yes, and for Easter and for baby showers, it works wonderful. And they don't even eat it; they just keep it.
So that dome where it has the rippled edges at the bottom, if you needed to clean that up to make it level all the way around, is there a way to do that, or does it break it?
Does it break it to clean it up?
Mm-hmm. Around the bottom, if you wanted to make it, the dome part. If you wanted to make that, the dome.
Oh, no. You can just take your hot knife and just clean that up. But a lot of the, where's my camera? Yes, well, you can just take a hot knife and I can clean that up for you right now.
Okay. It doesn't break it.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to snip the other one as soon as it's cool.
April says pure magic.
Yes, it is. I'm glad this magic is working.
Oh.
So these little characters here are also made out of isomalt.
So cute.
And I just hand do them. These little guys, of course, they come from the little store, these two. But the tree is kind of like Grinch tree. You just twist the sugar and
Oh,
stick it on there. And if you'd like to see me do that, I'll do that for you.
wow, that's beautiful. You know what I didn't ask you either last time or this time, I don't believe. Have you ever been on one of the Food Network shows?
I've been asked
Is it something you might do?
7 times. It's not one that I would really have a desire to do. They like
What
sugar artists. They, there's a scarcity that they need sugar artists.
Mm.
I was asked to do the big Christmas one where you make
Yes.
the house.
Yes.
The Halloween Wars, a lot of time for Halloween Wars. I almost went. And then I had all these orders, and I had that latchkey children.
Yes.
And it was in the fall, very close to the holiday time where they need somebody. And they said I was going to be there X amount of time. And I said, I'm going to have to back out of that because my commitment at that time was for the children.
Gotcha.
And
that makes sense.
I wasn't going to get back in time to do their Thanksgiving and Christmas things that they have. Now, there's another dome that I do with the hair blower. But before we move on, my friend, Sydney, has given me these little lights that I would like you can drop them into water and you can drop them into your domes and just stick them. They come with,
I love those.
Yeah, and you just pull them out and you can set them in there.
I just love those. I have a packet of those.
Yes.
I had to get them for something,
A lot of people,
a cupcake order I had to get them for.
yes, and a lot of people ask about, well, are they food safe and water safe and all that? And yes, they are. You can use them. Then also we have this other little accent that can go under your dome.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't make room for it on this, but it really lights up, and it's got a yellow light. It hasn't got the LED light in it,
Mm-hmm.
but they're very, very easy to work with, and you love them too. You know?
Yes. They definitely have a purpose, and especially they look so great in snow globes and things at Christmas and in January.
Yes, and before we go any farther, did you get to see my socks?
No, I haven't seen them. Oh, yeah, those are so great. And you have Santas on the side.
Yeah,
my
whole theme is Santas and snowmen.
Oh, I love it.
That was kind of hard to balance on that. So
on the one front.
Now we want to hope and say a little prayer that our next dome works.
Okay.
And I do tell everybody those other domes work almost. I've never had one fail yet. Other than
we have a Facebook user says, I'm so falling in love with the snow globe. And then Chris Thomason's back said, would be pretty table decor for a Christmas party, a great conversation piece. And then we have a different Facebook user back that says, those are so fun. And they really are. I mean, my brain is just popping with uses for those.
There's lots of uses for them. Like you talk about your Easter time and, just pulling them through. So I'm going to use a hair blower and some sugar here and make a dome. And hopefully that we're successful.
Okay. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for tuning in. We have a Facebook user that loves snow globes.
Yes, I do too. So I'm going to set that right there. Now this is hot. It's heat safe.
Okay.
What you want your sugar to come to in order to do this is to have it, that's fine, David. You just let the air blow from it. We're just cooling this other dome.
Okay.
the sides of this are very hot because I've had it in the oven, and it might be a little yellow, but you can also add a little blue or some nice little color that you would want. But the other thing about the consistency of your sugar when you're doing this is that you want it like warm honey.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to use these. And what I'm also going to use is $1.25 store ounce. I'm going to use them as a clip.
Okay.
And then I slide. I want you to be able to see this.
The end down, yes.
Slide the end down. Remember, we're going to go into hot sugar. It's not going to be as hot as you would think it was good. It is. So sometimes I can grab it, and I do have gloves on, but I don't wear the cotton glove. The reason I wear gloves when I'm on a live is because my hands are old hands.
Okay.
And they're wrinkly. So I don't go to get my nails done a lot because I'm always working in food.
Right.
And this, so it just, now I want to put the camera so that you can see me pull up on this.
Okay.
When I do pull up, and then I have a little thermometer here. And so the temperature people are, if they're asking, it usually runs about 114 Celsius. And it is at that right now. And I do it around the edging to make sure that we have consistently heat. And sometimes you can actually do it when it's even a little cooler.
Okay. And Janie said, thank you for all your work on this and for all the instructors who have volunteered. It's definitely been appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. So I'm just going to dip this in here. And I got to get my tech guy over here. So that when I start to pull up, he might have to pull up on the camera.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because when I use the hair blower, it both. Now, if you were watching the Christmas competition, there was one team that was on there that did this with the ring, but they pulled it with their hand. And it is very delicate when you do that, but it's a very, very presenting way to present your desserts at Christmas. So I'm going to go in here right now. I'm going to give it a little wiggle.
And it's about the consistency of honey right now, correct?
It is. And it could be just a tad thicker if you want. So as you pull up on it, you pull up slowly. And it starts to pull into itself. And it starts to dome up. It broke a little bit, so what we're going to do is just go back down. Don't get upset about that. That's normal. It's just the heat of the sugar. Even the top designers go through this. If the sugar is too hot or too cold, it can see it coming together.
Yeah, it's really cool
You
looking.
see it coming together. And it'd be abstract sometimes, quite abstract, just like the Grinch.
Wow, look at that.
Now, this was developed by a chef out of Russia. And if you hand me
This
the
technique.
fan, I'm going to take that away now. And I'm just going to use a little fan on here so that we can get the advantage of it. And then I'm going to cut it. And it's cool enough that I could put my hands on it now.
Wow, look at how thick that is.
And look at how abstract it is.
Wow.
I'm just going to set that
Is that
aside.
bowl still hot to the touch?
It's not hot, not too hot. It's the type of tin that I'm using. It doesn't conduct as quickly, and I like it better. You have to be careful with which one you're using.
Gotcha.
Because the conduction on it can burn your hands.
Okay.
I'm just going to pull up on it.
Rita says that could be a hat.
It can be anything as it comes out because it likes to shape its own abstract way. Now this one I am going to pull with my hand, and a lot of chefs use this for their plating. And keep in mind, this is reused sugar too. When I say sugar, that means isomalt.
Wow, look at that.
And if that wasn't enough, then you can just use the hair blower. And that to me,
wow.
is see, look at.
Yes, that's
it's
so
really
cool.
I love. I go. It's like I'm very organic. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to cut this.
Okay.
And they are fragile. I just got to watch that I don't pick up that. The reason I use these bowls is that they're very good at keeping the heat. So I have this knife that I use. It's from my knife kit, but it's past its years now. So I use it for cutting sugar. I'm going to put this over here so it'll cool some. This one is cooled.
Wow.
You know, it is, you see it has a lot of granulation going on. It's because I've reused it's isomalt, you can reuse it. And some of this sugar, I had already sprayed it with glaze, but it was clear. So that question comes up a lot. Can I reuse it after I've sprayed it? Well, I use it mostly for foundation under showpiece and also for these type things. So I'm going to get my torch now, and I'm going to heat the knife. You need a towel on the side.
Okay.
How's our time there, Raymond?
We're okay. We're at 6:27.
Okay. So I won't be much longer. I will, like I said the other night, I said, whenever you need somebody, give me a little dingo because I have lots of stuff here. And less is more with me because I can be really too much.
You know, I don't know. I hate to put you on the spot like this, but let me just throw something out there. If you are available this Wednesday night at 7 p.m., you could come. Oh, look at that. You could come back and do the characters.
Well, I'm not. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
I'm having
that's okay.
Teaching painting with a hair blower.
Oh, fun.
So there we have that. Then we save this because I tap off all the sugar and reuse it. I'm going to take this little guy over here. And sometimes I've used them for like cookies that are standing up, you know, your stand-up cookies, or macarons, a pile of macaron, and on the plate.
Wow.
And there's that one. And the Grinch one over there, I really like that that style. And then what people really like to do is to break the top off them and just eat, and then you can crack them.
Oh, fun.
It's almost as delicate as the
Rita is asking, what's the temp of the hair dryer? What do you think the temperature of that hair dryer is?
It's on low. It's on the lowest heat. I
Okay.
don't use the cold because
Okay.
you know it won't go out. But when you're doing it, you need a little heat because the type of metal that I'm using is not a heavy conductor. This type here, this tinny tuck here, it's it'll get very, very hot. So you know
Okay.
how I just dipped it in with my hand with this, that other disc. It was okay. But with this, you need cotton gloves, and you also need smaller tongs or something, and it works also. But it gets very, very hot. So the answer to your question is, and the question that was asked is, you need a low heat on your hair blower and holding it as closely to the top. This is my hand holding over and above it.
Wow.
Like
That's
I have
really
it above like this.
Okay.
Not close
Perfect.
down into the ring because it'll just go poof. It goes, I can show you that if you would like to see it, but it makes a big mess.
That's okay. Well, Rita says, wow, that's awesome. Chris says, whoa. That's just mind blowing.
And I'm just cleaning this knife off first before we use it again.
Dave, the tech guy, is following you around with an intuitive camera.
He is. He does a great job.
He's fabulous.
Anything I can't figure out, he figures it out.
That's so
like
awesome.
reels. I was listening to Terry the other night, and she's going to start studying reels. Well, I need to start to study them too. I got a good kick out of her. She's old school.
I did my Christmas tree today in a reel. My scribe Christmas tree. So I did it where I went up and down, and then I did one where it was spinning. But that tree was so heavy that my battery operated turntable wouldn't spin. So one day I'll show you guys my trick to make that spin evenly while I was also recording with the other hand. It was something. Now someone is saying, good point here. How many musical snow globes will be at CookieCon next year? LOL.
Well, I'm hoping if I go there, I'm bringing one, big one.
Well, I hope you do get to go, so we'll get to visit in person next year.
Well, they like that chain art that I did on the cookie.
Oh, I think you should totally do that chain art.
It's just getting me there.
It's beautiful.
I'm not as young as everybody else. Well, there you are. And then lots of times with desserts, you can just tip this right off, just like this.
And have a little dessert. I love it. It's just like having sugar-free candy.
It is sugar-free candy. That's what it is. And I'll show you the candies now.
Okay.
Now, we did have a live on this.
Okay. Holly saw the reel today. I'm glad you liked it, Holly.
This is the other one that I want to do for you.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is the one I was going to do tonight. But
I think we should do this one in January so that you can have as much time as you want.
Yes, we can.
And I'm thinking we should do it like on a Saturday afternoon, and you can just take as much time as you want.
It's so like, and so these are all candy, sugar-free.
Love it.
And the candy canes also. So the candies that I made over here aren't all that great, but it's because I was using the leftovers from the lollipops.
Well, they look great to those of us who have never made them, and I'm sure to people that have made them as well. And they're saying that's amazing. Jackie says she loves the snowman. And our Facebook user says, I love your kitchen. Now, does that cute little snowman have a name?
Okay, we're going to take the wrap off this if we have time.
Okay.
Unglobe our globe.
Okay. And don't forget, we need to do your 2 drawings.
Yes, well, I'll just pull this over here. Can you take that there? Thank you, Dave.
Oh, said you do beautiful work. Thanks so much for sharing your knowledge. I can't wait to see this one come off too.
So the legs, I have to snip the legs.
Okay.
And you notice it's not breaking.
Right.
So in order for you to see me bust the balloon, you have to remember too that
Cindy also says she wants a class on the snowman. Whoopee, Cindy.
okay, so I save all of this sugar, okay? So do you think that you could move this over here? You just pick this up and just move it back over there. We're just moving this out of the way.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant.
I want you to be able to see my sink.
Fantastic.
You have to be very, very careful when you pop this because guess what? Balloons, sugar does not like water.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how this part goes.
Me too. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little nick in this.
Got it. We can see perfectly from here. Thank you for that. Oh, there it goes. Oh, look at you. Quick draw McGraw there. Look, it's still spraying.
It's peeing in the sink.
Oh, Jessie Ann, that's so fun.
Oh, it's so much fun when you do it because it just goes, if you don't watch it, it'll get you right in the face.
Oh, my goodness. And that's just peeling right out.
Well, yes, you have to give it some strength. Bring it on out.
Gotcha.
Find its weakest points and pull. Don't be afraid of breaking it. One thing about sugar, you can put it back together. But you know, the reason that it's a little tough taking out is because it's got pleats in it. But I don't mind that because it gives it a design that I like.
So May just joined us and she said just in time to see the magic splash.
Just going to go in there and pull that right out of there. And what I recommend, and I'm not going to do it now because our time is coming to an end. I spray it with PME.
Okay.
Oops, I broke it.
Oh. So
That's
it's a
okay.
remelt.
No, I just put it back together again.
Oh, you will? Just heat it?
Yeah, I'll heat it.
Okay. Guys, don't forget when this live stream ends, come back and join us. Same places, same locations at 7 p.m. Jean Chappelle will be with us and we're going to do some Christmas cupcake topper. She's going to model those. So that'll be at 7 in a separate live stream. Look how clear that is.
Yes, and it gives it the clarity, but I did break the other part of it. So
you would just piece it back together and heat it, huh?
Yeah, if it did only in 2 spots,
okay,
I would just put it back together again.
Okay,
because
wow.
Right around here, you can put a bow out of sugar. And then what I do with this now is I just throw it back into the pot and use it again. And that's basically what you do. You're going to have accidents with sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why we have about 6 domes sitting over here. But you got to see the technique, and it does pull out very easily. It's just that I was being a little rough with it, you know, tough, rough. I will redo the other domes for you on another.
Okay.
If you have me back on again.
Oh, of course, anytime. We'll get a date worked out and get you back so you can finish up the characters.
Yes. Okay, so we have.
You want to do the drawings? Let me come back on with you here. Hello. That was so nice. So much talent. I learned so many things tonight. I've seen this done lots of times, but there was so many things that you did tonight that made me think maybe some of the other people that I watched were like that family member who withholds the one ingredient.
Yes. I don't mind trying to do all different types of things.
This was very nice to see all that. And Facebook user says it too. You are so talented. Carrie's going to need to watch from the beginning, definitely, because there's so many pro tips in here. I couldn't even recall them all right now. But Jessie Ann, we need to do your drawings, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, same thing as always. And Jessie Ann, what do you want to do if someone that is not in the United States wins? Are you willing to ship to them, or do you want to do something different for them?
The people that are going to be mailing it out will be Sydney Golfer, and we'll be sending it out. We'll send them the address.
Okay.
That they do ship to Canada. And I don't know, is Jackie still on?
I know, Jackie, are you still here? What do you want us to do if someone from out of the country wins? Because we also have Japan on here tonight.
Mm-hmm. I think that Sydney has an ambassador.
Okay.
Now
Carrie's not in the USA, but she has a USA address, so you would be fine. And Jackie is willing to ship to Canada as well. Okay, so we're good to go. So here's what's going to happen. We're streaming to a whole bunch of different places all at once. So everything comes back together in order according to how you answer on the StreamYard site, and it flows up the comments. So the first person to get the correct answer, I'll post their comment so you can see their name once it settles down. I'll say, as soon as we have a winner, I'll say we have a winner so you can stop guessing. Then I'll scroll back and verify the person that actually won, because I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody, because sometimes the feed is really fast. And then I take a picture of it just to make sure that I have it so that there's no mistakes, okay? But tonight we're doing 2 separate giveaways, right? All right, so she has 2 questions that she's going to answer, and I hope that you were paying attention. You will need to have been paying attention. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to let Miss Jessie Ann ask the question, and I will monitor the comments, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
How many years have I been in the industry?
All right, I'm ready. Let's go. Let those little fingers do the typing. I don't have any. Oh. Okay, well, we have a person who won. Let me just go up and make sure they were the first one. Okay, immediately after that last comment I showed you, Myra guessed it at 35. Fantastic, Myra. So excited. So which one will Myra win tonight? Or should we let her pick?
Yes, she gets first pick.
What would you like tonight? Would you like isomalt, or would you like the It's All Royal? And a lot of people were paying attention because they guessed 35.
Yeah.
Myra, congratulations.
Yes.
Jackie's clapping. She's got stars. She's putting up stars. So Myra, would you like isomalt or a royal mix? Oh, you know what? I think I have to hide this comment. So I can do her next comment. Here we go. New comments coming. Well, it's congratulations. Myra, would you like the isomalt or a royal? It's All Royal. She would love to try It's All Royal.
Yes. And
all right, perfect.
When you read the back of this and see you'll just love it. It's just fluffy and
it's fantastic. It's really
now. I used to use Nicholas Lodge's formula they taught me 30 years ago. And as soon as she got me onto this, now I use it.
It's pretty awesome, right? Jackie says she's clapping. She's saying congratulations. Myra says congratulations. Okay, so the next drawing is going to be for clear semi isomalt, correct? And Sydney will ship that.
This clear that she.
It's going to be clear, right? All right.
Yes,
so we're going to
color it.
All right. Now, again, I hope you were paying attention. So here's the next question. Are you ready?
How many years have Dave and I been married?
All right. Start typing.
Close.
I believe we have a winner. I believe, let me let it slow down so I can check. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So let me scroll back up. So 34 years is the correct answer. Is that right? And
Yes.
Karen Green, your comment came back first. Congratulations. So you will, do you want her to contact Sydney directly and tell her that she won tonight? Or do you want to contact Sydney with her info?
I just need their addresses, and Jackie said that she'd send it, and Sydney said that she'd send it.
Okay, so you guys contact Jessie Ann with your info, and that way you will be getting your prizes hopefully before Christmas.
Yes, and play.
Yes, and use it. And we're going to have you back just as soon as we can. But we will probably do it after Christmas. Is that okay with you? That way we can all get through all the stuff we have on our schedules.
Yes, yes.
Well, everyone is just saying lovely things, and thank you. Karen says thank you and there's lots of thank yous, and loved your tutorial up here. So thank you so much for being with us again tonight. I can't wait to actually try this with the other method you just showed.
Which one?
And I want to do it with the ring and do the big stretch piece.
Yes, stretch. You be watching out your hands though.
I will, but that's the one I'm going to try it with a smaller ring though, so I can make baby ones like Santa hats.
Yes. This works just perfectly. You just need little tongs. And even with the white gloves underneath and the gold, it won't. You can't put your fingers on it.
Okay. And Nadine says thank you. Chris says thank you. Debbie says thank you. Jackie says thank you.
Yeah. And we will get the other dome on.
Chris likes my poinsettia hat.
I do too.
You guys are so very welcome. I'm so glad everybody's learning so much and enjoying these. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and end this live stream. So if you have any questions, post them underneath the video on the Cookie Snack Attack page, and Miss Jessie Ann will get back to you just as soon as she can. It has been a pleasure. I have enjoyed this very much, but we're going to end this live stream and jump on to the next one, which will start at 7 with Jean Chappelle. So Jessie, hang out with me for just a minute.